Hello and welcome back to BFNations PT8 Trial Cup. My name's Shuffs and I'm joined today by tehkingofking. Say hello, tehking.
Hello everybody, how are you?
How is everybody? Give us a shout in the chat. Let us know how you're doing. Tonight we've got two games for you. The first game of which will be Espanyol versus Portugal. Who's the second game, tehking?
Second game will be UK against Portugal. On Argon Forest. So this first match, which is Spain against Portugal, as Shuffs said it, will be on Barroom Blitz. So I think it is the first time, if I'm not misunderstanding, that we played on this map on Frontline. Is that right?
I think I've seen it before, to be honest. I think I saw it last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then my bad.
It's a nice little map because you're not having to go inside the ballroom itself for the main point. It's just the whole of the square. It's quite a good little scrap going on there.
Yeah, exactly. You can see more of the action going on.
Definitely. But this is the penultimate day of our tournament, so we've got two matches today, and the outcome of today's two matches will decide who plays in the final tomorrow. So it's my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, that if Portugal beats Spain here, due to the result yesterday of Portugal beating the UK, it will be Portugal versus the UK tomorrow in the final.
Exactly.
Awesome. So,
and then if it goes to Spain,
might be a bit of a damn squib, but
yeah. But I mean, you know, it's gonna be like, how can I say it? Like an exercises of the final for the two teams.
SMK is telling me that they beat Portugal. Have I got this the wrong way around, Sally?
I mean,
not Portugal beat UK. SMK saying they beat. I'm sorry, guys. I was on a flight yesterday to Sweden. I'm currently sat in Sweden in Stockholm. Very beautiful. So I missed last night's games, and I've not had a chance to catch up yet. So if anybody wants to correct me, I would much appreciate that. Yeah, everyone's saying that the UK, Spain versus UK. So UK. I'm so lost. The UK are telling me they beat Spain. Don't worry. You're telling me you beat Portugal and you beat Spain? No worries, dude. Right, so if Portugal beats Spain, it's the UK versus Portugal in the final because UK have already beaten Spain. So there you go. That's me getting it the right way around. Don't listen to me, people. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, you know.
Oh, I know. Right, so we're just waiting now for the last few people to start joining the server. Most of the Spanish are in. We've got some of the Portuguese in. But how do you feel this T8 tournament's gone so far? It was put out as a trial tournament, so we could test the format and see how it works. How do you think it's working together?
I mean, to be honest, like I didn't see this map and Montegrappa, but the one that I commented, Amiens and Argon Forest, were pretty good. Like more of action, more of you know, like duo also. more battles going around, and not only focusing on one flag, waiting for the enemy to come. It was like everybody on the flag and win your fight, and then you're good to go. So that's pretty much what we wanted to see, if I can say.
See, I get what you mean. It's nice to be able to see a lot of tactics going in as well, though. So like on the Argonne Forest, it's been quite interesting to see. The UK have got that down to a T. They know when they have to attack, who to attack, where to have certain members of their team, and they always seem to have a game plan rolling, which I'm guessing is why they love the Argonne. But again, on Amiens, we've seen the Portuguese. They love that because they've got a good, strong tank player. Exactly. You get your tank in play, and you can win the game quite well like that.
Yeah, the tank is pretty OP on Amiens if you get it. Like that's pretty much the main thing to do on the game. If you got a tank, you destroy the enemy tank, then you have the big advantage on all of the flag. Yes, I think it's a good probably thing to do, the T8 Frontline, and it was pretty good to see as well. So I think
we're having a lot of good feedback about T8.
Yeah,
exactly. A lot of it is because it's starting to fall in line with what is to come with incursions. A lot of people have seen incursions and like the look of it, and T8 falling in line with that. There's no aircraft, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
There is a push and a pull system, and when what's the thing called that I've just been talking about? I've completely lost my train of thought. When incursions comes along, everyone wants to be ready for it. So playing T8 is a very, very good way of getting people in the mindset ready for T8. So it's a good format. I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and it's really, really nice to see. A lot of good players have come out of the woodwork in this tournament that maybe might not have done so in a past tournament. Like we're seeing a lot of good Spanish players, like La. He's I've never seen him play before the PT tournament, and yet he's actually a really good player. We're seeing a lot of the UK guys; they're all coming out that are like Harvey Tyler. I'd never seen him hatchet anybody before, but now I've seen him hatchet like the whole of the world. So we're seeing loads of good players breaking through and doing really well.
Yeah,
and we've seen some epic games as well, like the UK Netherlands. Jesus, that was
sick. Yeah, exactly.
Went down to the end, and we had the final flag off, which upset a lot of people, but for viewing purposes, that was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, and also the T8, as you can see, it's more like Battlefield ways, because if you want to play domination, you have the basic game like Call of Duty competitive match. And Battlefield is more like, I mean, I pay Battlefield just for the amount of player and the amount of tactic that you can do. So T8 is more of on the way of Battlefield works.
Yeah, definitely. But no, I've thoroughly enjoyed it so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing tonight's 2 matches, and then obviously the final tomorrow, which is more for prestige than anything. So there's going to be a lot of one-upsmanship going on in the next few days, and it'd be nice. I believe we have. Oh no, we're still one Spanish player short. We did have a full team ready to go, but we're just waiting on one more now. So bear with us, guys. Sorry for the delay.
Yeah, we're just looking for the last one, and we got some follow right now, to be honest. So 3 follow so far: Matteo Federici, Vegeta Yagami, and Hebig. Thank you all for following BFNations.
Yeah, definitely, guys. Thank you. Make sure you turn your notifications on as well, so you can always get a heads up when we're going live. Guys, if you're not in our Discord, please feel free to join. There should be a link right below. Thank you very much, Sandis, for my lovely beverage. There should be a link right below the video, which will point you in the right direction, and you shall join a fantastic community. You can end up in the PTs like these guys, playing in the lower tiers of competition. And if you're good enough, you will be pushed up and you will end up in your first team. So if you think you're good enough at Battlefield, feel free to join us, and you can be taking on people at the level of competition that we have.
Indeed. And the match has just started, so... No, it's not.
It's not just started. the timer started. We're just having a restart. Sorry, because one of the Portuguese guys has gone. He's just gone. Who knows where he's gone? So we have a grace period. And then we'll be back on. So bear with us, guys. Sorry about this.
Got some problem with the guys. So
yeah.
How was your day, by the way?
I've had an amazing day. Most of you know that I've got 2 kids and I never get to sleep ever. And today I woke up at the latest I've ever woken up as a grown-up man on a sofa in Stockholm. And then we've been for a wander. What a beautiful city it is. Met loads of other guys from BFNations. I met Kesso and I've met Pericles. Really, really nice guys. Yeah, we went for some dinner. We've just been for an Indian. It was really nice. Just a really nice place to be honest.
Yeah, indeed.
So yeah, how about you, man? Are you back in territory now?
Yeah, still back in school and this kind of thing. But yeah, I think you've seen the video that I posted. Yeah, free falling was pretty intense too. Yeah, that was pretty good, to be honest. Like the sensation and those kind of things. Always good to do.
No, it does look really good. We're going to be making an announcement soon as well. I don't think even you know about this one. Regarding our clans. Yeah, we are going to be announcing our clan tournament and our plans for them very soon. So stay tuned, guys. Keep your eyes open on bfn.com. Also keep your eyes open on the Discord for more information.
Indeed. You want to see and to know when the match are, and also if there is some game to play with us, obviously.
Right, so we are heading back into the server now. Just got to wait for the guys to load back in, so please bear with us. It's never easy trying to get people from different countries to join at the same time and be on the right team and have the right tag. So many factors that go into making these matches happen. So please bear with us, guys. I can see it's mostly the UK guys sitting here waiting to see who they're going to be playing tomorrow. So I'm really glad you guys have made it through to the final, because obviously I'm from the UK. So yeah, not biased or anything. But yeah, right. The guys are loading back in now, so we shall be up and running shortly. So how do you guys in the chat? I can see all you UK guys. How do you feel it went yesterday, and how do you think it's going to go tomorrow in the final? AK wants Spain to win.
Yeah.
Is that because the flying Finns are out? Or Winland? We miss Winland.
Winland's gone. No.
Make sure you place your bets as well, guys. There's 10 minutes left, as Chaos has just pointed out. If you want to check your battle coins, just copy what AK's just done. Exclamation mark points tells you how many, and then exclamation mark bet the team you want and the amount you want. The more battle coins you amass, the more awesome merch you can get from the shop below the stream. There's some super cool BFNations t-shirts. There's an amazing mug. I've just seen my first BFNations mug today. They hold a lot of tea, so well worth saving up and getting. Tea or coffee, whatever you're inclined to. I don't mind. Rashford Leo says he loves you, Chaos. Everyone loves Chaos. He's like everybody.
Yeah, he's the best player in the world, man. Everybody knows it.
Best player, and he's like my Battlefield Nations dad as well. Keeps me alive.
Nice.
So we are loading back in now.
Yep.
So bear with us again. As I keep saying, I know you guys are patient. You love these things.
Yeah, hopefully nobody will leave this time.
Oh God.
And then boom, you have to restart another time. Ooh.
Right, so we are looking good so far. We've got one Spanish guy missing, and sorry, one Portuguese guy is on the Spanish team. So we've got all the players in. We just need to get them on the right teams, and then we are ready to go.
Yeah, two of them, apparently.
Oh no, we've got 2 Portuguese on the Spanish team, 1 Spanish on the Portuguese team. Come on, guys.
Traitors.
This is a big local derby as well, so it should be intense.
Okay,
and
there we go.
Portugal, they're quite a tough outfit to play against. Saying that though, I saw Spain last week, and they were really, really good too.
Indeed. So all the guys in their respective team, and 5 seconds to go.
Finally,
with the times that everybody every time just like a bit.
Right, I'm going to place a bet.
And
why is 25 not a valid number?
I don't know.
I've put it the wrong way around. Right, so if you want an example of how not to bet people, have a look at what Shuffs has just put in the chat. And that's
exact.
Right, there you go. That is the correct... No, bollocks. Apologies there.
Nice job. So finally we are on the map, and Charlie already contested by the 2 teams. As you can see, Portugal in the backside of Charlie and Spanish positioning on the left side. And some of the Portugal guys are already missing because they are dead. Yeah,
a nice little push there from Portugal, who are playing in the red as the German Empire, and we've got the Spanish are playing as the United States in the blue. A good early push from Portugal, but they seem to have been knocked off it by the Spanish, and they are now asserting their dominance in the courtyard. We see Mark's tower get taken down there quite easily by Chup, who's hiding out on the railings. It's quite an interesting main flag, really. Just a big square with a lot of verticality though, so you never know where you're going to get shot from.
Yeah.
It's always get you from a different angle. Like you see there, we've got people lying down at the end of corridors with support weapons, which is you can't compete with that if you're running something smaller or an assault weapon from a far distance.
Yeah, that's the problem. But yeah, it is pretty good also because you can climb up the ladders.
And that is it. The point has already gone to Spain. That was a really, really good push from them. They've managed to keep the Portuguese off the point from the get-go, really. The Portuguese tried to assert their authority, were pushed off, and now the Spanish will have to make a push for the next point, which is the ballroom. Which, once all the explodable stuff has been exploded, it's just a big room. It's quite a difficult place to capture.
Yeah.
I guess you just try and find yourself a little head glitch, keep yourself hidden.
Yeah, not trying to get your cover blows up also.
Yeah, you can see that we've got quite a few Portuguese guys towards the back of the ballroom, hiding behind the boxes, but as soon as you get in there with a few grenades, they're going to disappear quickly.
And look at the Spain guys. Look at the Spain guys.
Getting picked up quite easily.
Yeah.
Borgia making a nice little push here, though, down the corridor. Taking one down, grenade down to protect himself. Needs to poke his head down, but if you look at that, there's 4 guys around the corner.
Ooh, the grenade.
Oh, he's taken out. That's two self-kills. Carlos taking down BML, and then BM taking down Chopper. So that was really, really poor from them.
Yeah.
With friendly fire on, you've got to be aware where your whole team is, so you're not taking your own players out.
Indeed, yeah, you need to be careful where you're throwing your grenade and where your bullet goes. But apparently, doesn't seem to impact Portugal at that much, because as you can see, Delta is nearly neutralized and secured by Portugal here.
Yeah, Spain didn't push very hard, and Portugal had themselves set up well defensively, and they've managed to push them back to the original start point.
And they are already pushing through Charlie, some of them.
Yeah, they need to. They need to get on there early. They need to establish a foothold in defensive positions, because the defensive positions are just as important as an attacking push. You can see Portugal here doing a really, really good flank around the outside. Borgia's there trying to defend that exit, but he's got 4 guys coming towards it. Revolution BM is jumping over. He's inside the wire already. Macy just took Borgia down. Was it Macy? No, sorry. I've got old man eyes looking at a big telly and I can't really see.
No problem.
But yeah, we've got a good push from Portugal, and they've got a little foothold on the point now. You can see them down this bottom corridor here, trying to set up a defensive position. But the Spanish are so well organised. They've got a whole corner pinned down, and they're trying to stop them from getting anywhere at all.
And as you can see, is the reverse situation that we got before. Spain were on the front of the Charlie flag, and now it is Portugal and Spain underneath it. But also something that's pretty cool on Charlie, sorry for interrupting you, is the fact that you can't climb up the ladder. So, you know.
Yeah, we banned ladder use, so
Exactly.
the verticality aspect has gone out of it. It is a really, really good place for doing it all, but at the same time, when you've got this level of play, you don't really need to be going to, like, look here. How am I saying that? Is that Beth? We're just going to call him Beth. He can hide there on the outside. He's not taking himself off the point. He's just moved himself around, so he's got a nice little glitchy space to hide from. But he's got the Spanish pinned down. There's three of them there, just in one place, trying to prevent this guy from pushing. Good little slidey shoot down there, and then a pistol kill to top it off. Good work there by Beth time.
Yeah. And now
charging around the corner. Charlie is now being taken by the Portuguese, so they've got a nice little foothold on Charlie, and they've got to keep it. They need to push this back to get more points on the board.
Yeah, right now, to be honest, it's smelling pretty good for Portugal. They got more player in the flag, and some of the Spain player have been killed. So right now they are in a good position.
It is a nice little position for them.
But
I don't know.
Not for that long. They already lost.
I'm not enjoying the lack of pushes. I like Argon Forest's Charlie point in the middle with the bridge because there's so many rooms to flank without being able to be seen, whereas it's such open ground here.
Yeah, it's more like
the rocket gun flying across from Carlos.
Oh,
there's some tags taken as well.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen the knife in front of me. That was pretty good. He just flanked him and boom, in the back.
Oh, you can't beat a good knife kill. There's nothing more satisfying than sneaking up behind someone.
Yeah, and then knifing him.
CBM crouching down with his revolver and getting a kill.
Great play by him.
See here, they're not actually on the point, having a battle off the point here, just trying to stop them from pushing onto the guys who are on the point.
Yeah, they're also, as you said, holding the point.
Yeah, best time there with a teammate kill there on Revolution Macy. That's 3 so far from the Portuguese.
3, exactly.
There's got to be some poor communication going on there between the team. They need to be talking more than this.
Probably.
But you can see now the Spanish are getting their act together and they're taking... Oh, a second I say that, the Portuguese start taking the point back. Typical.
Yeah, every time it changes, you know. You never know when Spanish players are getting killed or Portuguese ones.
Yeah.
Also.
And there you go. The Portuguese have pushed hard, going around the corner, but the Spanish, if you look at them, they've got 3 guys there in the middle, underneath, watching that entrance, making sure the guys are pinned down, but then they've got another guy sat back, picking people off. Borgia's just been taken down by that time. And the Portuguese making a nice push around the back, but taking down Shuffs.
You know what it looks like? It looks like a YouTuber that doesn't want to show up his name.
Oh, Level Cap.
Yeah, for example.
Yeah, he does that.
Some of them does that also in the France YouTuber.
Bets are off now, guys, so if you've not placed yours yet, then you've got no chance of taking my coins from me. You've got no chance of getting a BFN t-shirt, so what for you?
Come on.
I can't see whose name that is. Light, I can't see your name because you've got it in white. Change it over, man. You didn't get a tweet to say we were live. Sorry, guys, we were out for dinner, and it's my job to tweet, so I apologise. My bad. But yeah, we are alive.
I mean, if you weren't alive, you will not be able to comment right now.
No, I wouldn't. We literally just caught the train back and rushed so that you could hear my silky smooth tones.
Exactly. None of the Portuguese player left on Charlie. Every Spanish player holding the line.
Yeah.
On the
We've got the Portuguese back in the ballroom, almost anticipating the next move. It's like they've sacrificed this flag and hoping to take it next time.
I think that's it. But yeah, Spanish are really defending WRLD, this flag, this Charlie flag. I think they've done some strategy there.
Yeah, it looks like they've put a lot of work in the week to get ready for this point. If you look there, the Portuguese are already around the back of this point. They've sacrificed the foothold on the last flag to try and get this one ready.
Yeah. So we passed the
to open up.
Yeah, we passed the 10-minute cap, so 10 minutes left now for one of the team to patch.
AK, I'd prefer you didn't write it all in the chat, please. If you've got any issues, please write it to one of the admins ourselves, and we'll deal with the problems, instead of you voicing your concerns to the community in this manner. So just chat to us, mate, please. You know who we are.
And now Delta. With some Spanish player hiding in the corner, but has been killed by Shuffs in the same time that I said it. And yeah, they were hoping to just secure this flag, as you said here. And for the moment, it's pretty well done.
So yeah, really good defending here of this flag by the Portuguese. The Spanish aren't really pushing that hard. You can see them sneaking around the back and the front at the same time now. And maybe this is the push we've been waiting for. A bit of smoke going in there, which is really underutilized.
Yeah.
Good little revive there by ACR, and the Spanish have got a foothold. They are in the ballroom and they are taking it. So Portuguese defense has failed this time.
Yeah,
and it's quite a difficult place to get back into if you lose it. You see the Portuguese having to spawn further back, and then they're just going to have to run. And you know every single angle they're going to come at you from.
That's the problem of this map sometimes, you know. If you get all swapped off on the flag, then you will have a hard work to come back on it.
Yeah, interesting tactics here from Spain. They've left 3 people on the flag to take it, and then they've sent guys out to push the people.
I mean,
it's a good point, though. Don't. It's just good to see a different approach to things, as opposed to just everyone sit on the flag and wait. We're gonna go and attack.
I mean, if you have the advantage, that's pretty great tactics, because obviously the time runs out, and you have the advantage of spawn killing all the guys that try to flank you or whatever. And because you have that 1 point of advantage, now 2 in the case of Spain, then it's pretty much done. You're losing some seconds, precious seconds for the enemy team, which is annoying for them.
Yeah, definitely. Right, as you see, the Spanish have taken the next flag, and they're pushing over to another outside open area with very few angles to attack from, which you cannot be seen from. So it's going to be interesting to see which way they go. They're taking it back through the older point, where there is a lot of wall, like, for cover, instead of going through the gate where it's a big choke point, and the Portuguese are waiting for them. They've spread out. They've taken it. This is a really good tactic to try and push this point, because now they don't know where they're going to be coming from. Borgia pushing there against Revolution BM, but he's taken down. And if you watch, they're finding nice little head glitches. They look like they're going to try and pick off Portugal from a distance and then push in. Carlos Fox, though, taking down Revelation Macy with a Olympic charge on his own team. That's 4 team kills now for the Portuguese.
Yeah, indeed.
As we see Martek making a push behind, but he's taken down. But you see here, the Portuguese have spawned behind the Spanish, and they're pushing them hard.
Yeah, they're giving
Revolution
them
BM.
hard time.
Yeah, we've only got 1 guy left for Spain. He's down. He's been grenaded. Carlos Fox takes out 1 really, really easily there. And the Portuguese doing a good job of defending. And it looks like they're going to take the echo point with some ease.
Oh, look, they closed the gates right there, so they can go without explosions or whatever. But what a great tactic if you don't have a limpet.
Here we go. There you go, he's got a limpet. Limpet's on. Boom. Goodbye all.
Exactly, and you can go on.
I guess they've closed that though, not expecting anyone to go through. But even when you're through, you've got the guys up on the rates waiting for him. Turatas is just sitting there, waiting to pick off anybody who steps through that door.
Yeah, indeed.
Right, so what's the score then currently?
It's 3-2 for Spain right now.
So 3-2 for Spain. So Portugal need to push this point, get this one in the 5 minutes we've got remaining. Otherwise,
exactly.
It's going to be an advantage to Spain at the half-time mark. You can see the Spanish are already pushing hard on the Delta point. They've got a good little thing going. But the Portuguese, here you go, flooding through the back gate.
Wow.
And they're going to swamp the Spanish.
Rain is coming.
Here they come. Good takedown by BM, but he's taken down by Martel, who is defending from afar.
Yeah.
It's almost as if the Spanish didn't expect that flank, and it's worked really, really well. Because they're now in the ballroom, the Portuguese.
Yeah, they all been swapped. They're all dead. Spain managed to push through and kill everybody that was in this room. Yeah,
super effective defense by the Spanish there. The Portuguese had a good idea, they just didn't have the execution to put it into action. And it's a really close match. I was expecting more of a Portuguese landslide, to be honest, after what I've seen from them so far, but the Spanish are really, really strong.
Indeed. I know they are trying to push behind, probably, like some of them spawn behind and they're just missing with them. Oh, there we go. All been swapped, and now they need to spawn in the front line. Yeah, I know, that's a good word, yeah. Good word. Oh, right, yeah, exactly.
Swifty Viking, mate. Cheers, dude. Thanks for the third month in a row that you've subscribed to us.
Thank you, man.
Yes, buddy. It means a lot to us, and you're awesome.
Yeah, and thank you.
I just did thumbs up. I appreciate you can't see me doing thumbs up to you, but yeah.
I mean, maybe one day you will be able to do it.
Maybe. Right, it's interesting though. We watched Martex there. He's shooting through the door of the ballroom, but he's shooting into his own player though because he didn't have a clear view of the guy he was trying to shoot. So he's had to take a step back because friendly fire's on, and if you're going to start shooting aimlessly like that, you risk losing your own players.
Yeah, that's some of the problem. And also, thank you by Aurora for following BFNation as well.
So yeah, another solid defense by Spain. They've got the ballroom tight now. Portuguese trying to find different to attack from, and every time they seem to push, they seem to be pushed back really easily. Beth time there's made a push, but Raphael's seen him. He's taken him down, and he's stopped any sort of progress towards taking the ballroom. And there you go. It goes to Spain.
Exactly, it goes for Spain, and now it is a 4-2 for them, which is pretty.
It's not a sizable gap that can be easily turned around in the next round, but it's big enough. Oh, look at this here. Mason waiting for the whole team to come past him.
Yeah, and someone noticed him. Wow. Don't know he did it, but he noticed him. Maybe he didn't know that some of the players were hiding here by the previous assault.
Yeah, he didn't know that someone was still hanging out there. I'm surprised he didn't manage to take more people down. He had a really, really good position there. All he had to do was knife the first guy, stop him from telling his mate, shoot the second guy, and then he was in behind 3 of them. But he just didn't. He didn't take him out quick enough. Swifty, I am Shuffs, as you know. You say you can. Of course, you can fucking hear me. And then we've got Puppy. No, we don't have Puppy. We've got tehking.
No, yeah, that's me. I know that my voice changed, but yeah, it is not me.
No, completely different nationality.
Yeah.
With a manly voice that you show.
I'm darkest.
Oh, nice little Olympic kill there from Chepa Misto on ACR. I love the limpet. I love it. There's nothing more satisfying than running into battle with just a limpet. Teammate, you're being taken down, but as you die, you throw that, and you just sit and wait for your death screen to explode.
It's like you know the little box with your sandwich in that your mom bring it to you. It's like, take it, son. Boom. And then you kill everybody in the room. That's so satisfying indeed.
Boom. But yeah, Portuguese had managed to push the Spanish off. They did a really good job getting around the back, and they had all of them hiding in the same position, really. So Portuguese have managed to pick them off, and the Spanish have lost their foothold on this flag. It is a really difficult place to push, though. Once you get around the outside of the walls, you can crouch down and hide behind, but at the same time, it's really easy to pick you off. All you've got to do is run the opposite way to what you're looking, and you can sneak up behind a whole team of players and take them all down.
Yeah, indeed.
And there's the first map gone, and that goes to Spain.
That's it, yeah, for Spain. 4-2 for them, and now we are going to go on the second round. Hopefully Portugal will do a better job in this one. Probably push the first flag, because they didn't manage to push the Charlie flag at least one time. So yeah, Spain very confident.
So yeah, we have a look at the scoreboard here. Revolution BM getting up to 30 kills. Look at that there. Best time up to 41 and 18. That's a really, really good score for him. Highest there on the Spanish team was for he managed to get 31. Juanma, 29. Quite a few in the 20s. But relatively even, which reflects the play. There was only 2 points in the game at the end. And everything was really, really level. So we're going to take a quick break here, guys, whilst the teams swap sides. And we will be back with you shortly.
Miles of fire, I'm losing ground, and in the flashing, my world comes crashing down. I'm left in nowhere, no place to hide, out in the open, like ashes in the sky. I quit the illusion, and in the shadows I will find that I'm indestructible, like a phoenix about to rise, like the dark before the dawn. I'm moving on.
Welcome back, guys. The game's already on. The guys are advancing towards the Charlie point already. It's a 4-2 point advantage to Spain currently. Portuguese pushing hard to get back into this game. They need to really push hard to get a place in the final, which is tomorrow evening.
Yep.
Look at this, though. Spanish kill, Spanish kill, Spanish kill, Spanish kill. Really, really hard pushing from the Spanish straight away.
Yeah, and the big mistake of the Portugal here was that they were all in the same spot. So easy way to take them out for Spain.
Yeah, there was a big rocket gun in there. But look at Juanma there with a 4-piece.
Wow. Wow. They all swapped. Now they need to spawn back on the spawn point. And yeah, Charlie is almost secure by Spain. Yeah, they need to be more spread out. Like right now, it is not the best way that they played at the moment.
Yeah, Spain are really, really good on this map. As SMK's just pointed out in the chat, they seem to have their tactics down to a key. They know the good defensive positions, they're spreading out, and then they're pushing, and they're being really aggressive in their defence, which it's really playing into their hands because they're keeping the Portuguese off of each point. Whereas you see Carlos Fox just jumping up here, Tuaratas jumping out to try and avoid him. And then we're in. Was that a dynamite kill? It was. La 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 la. Taking a man down with his dynamite. BML's down.
Yeah, and already Charlie being secured by Spain, which is a 5-3, 5-2. Sorry, my bad. For them. So
and you can see the Spanish are pushing really, really quickly. The second it's captured, they're running. They're trying to take hold of the Portuguese side of things so that they can set up that defensive front.
Yeah, and as you can see, Portuguese is not even on the flag that all of the Spain are already placed on to kill them all.
The Portuguese keep getting squad wipes, and it's causing them a lot of problems because they've got no one to spawn on.
Yeah.
It's giving the Spanish a chance to set up the ring of defence. Portuguese seem to be a little bit better set up here, but we'll see if that pays off. La taking down a man, and he's got a nice little head glitch up there on the top level. Going to try and take down Carlitos Fox, and he does. So a nice little double there. And if you look at the kill feed again, it's Reds taking down Blues. Obviously, the Spanish are the Reds as the Empire in this game. So it's becoming very one-sided very quickly.
Indeed. Probably they get more confidence on the second round because they've seen that Portugal were not pushing that hard at the beginning. And now, yeah, that's maybe, you know, like the mentality, the morale of the team.
I don't know, they're making a big push, but the thing that the Portuguese seem to be doing is running into spaces as one group.
Yeah.
Got 5 people running together, and they're being taken down really, really easily. Well-placed shots from the Spanish. Saying that, they've done a great job here. Martex is the last one on the point. Chopper taken down. He's managed to hold it well. And the Spanish have positioned themselves. If you look from this overhead view, you can see they're positioned themselves behind the defensive point. And they're waiting for the Portuguese to push them so they don't expose themselves. And it's allowed the Spanish to take the point quite easily there. As they push towards the final point before the M comes, which is actually in the house, which is it's quite a difficult little point to push. But once you've got it, you can hold it relatively easily.
Yeah, that's why like here they managed to secure the second flag. So 6-2 for Spain, and already on the next flag, which some Portugal player didn't spotted them. Like they just ran next to them.
Yeah, they're trying to do a good defensive job, but Spain are already on the objective. They're already taking it because they pushed so early to get there. But he's taken down. Backline takes down one, but let's see if we can try and push this and get a record broken on time taken to taking a round. Portugal doing well though. They've managed to restore some sort of order on this point, but the Spanish doing well. Death Dealer taken down. And as you see there, going into the smoke. Smoke's a really, really good useful tool, which is massively underutilized by many players. As we see Martex getting a Bartek bludgeon kill. Another own goal. Raphael taking down his own teammate with a limpet. Why are people not talking to each other before throwing those things around?
I don't know. Apparently it is the first kill for the Spain guys, right? Like the first team kill.
Yeah, so we're up to 4-1 in team kills.
Yeah.
Portuguese are hiding behind the building. Good use of the spawn there to save them having to run.
You're lagging a little bit.
Sorry, guys. And more, mate. If you could quickly turn off Pornhub, we'd get on a lot better with the stream here, mate. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Just having a quick shout to him. So yeah, we have got. It's solely in the background.
Yeah.
Another limpet own goal there. Look, Chipper taking down left time.
Oh my lord! They already got killed. The limpet.
So that's 5-1.
Killing more. Yeah, exactly. Limpet are more killing allies than enemy here. That's weird.
Yeah, definitely interesting. If we look at the Portuguese team, they've got 5 people in one squad and then 3 in another.
Oh, finally.
It seems like a strange way of doing things, but they're about to lose Alpha Point, and then we'll be pushing towards the M-Cons. The Spanish doing it. Are they 2 debris kills though? Chuffer with 2 debris kills?
Yeah,
really?
2. Yeah, he did. did 2 double kills here. And Portugal managed to neutralize Alpha before Spain secured it. Right,
Yeah, they did
at
well
the
there.
moment. Great job by by the way.
Yeah, so we go back into the above view so you can see what's going on here. The Spanish are over in that barn trying to push towards it. You've got Martex pushing into the house, but the Portuguese aren't really getting themselves into really good defensive positions. They're quite easy to flank and to see where they're going to be. Like we've seen on the previous points, the Spanish have managed to find a place where they can hide, keep protected, but still push. And the Portuguese don't seem to be doing that a lot. We see so many kills going down here. There's such a like a carnage. The zone is just littered with dead bodies. But yeah, it looks like Portugal are going to take Alpha Point and they'll push it back to the Bravo Point. See, the Portuguese are already pushing as well. They've taken a leaf out of the Spanish book and they're going to try and push hard on the next point. But as he pokes his head around the corner, great job there by Shuffs to take down Juanma, but he's down. Borgia did a really, really good job, saw where he was coming from, has pushed him and taken him down, and making good use of the spawn.
And another team kill by the Portuguese player.
Another Death Dealer taking down Revolution Macy there.
Yeah, and Macy did one with the dynamite also.
So is that up to 7-1 now?
Yeah, apparently it is.
That's crazy. 7 team kills in one game.
And I think we are on 7-3, if I'm right, or 6-3. My bad. So 6-3 for Spain here. Yeah, Portugal need to push very hard if they want to at least do a draw on this one.
Right, so the way it works, Revelation Yang, is we have one map. You play one round for 20 minutes, and then we switch sides. So, like a football game, you play half and half on the same map. So yeah, only one map per round.
And yeah, as you said, red against blue. And pretty interesting to see Laszlo playing with the sniper, the optical version.
Yeah, which one's he using? I've not seen
Is
it.
the SMLE MK3. Yeah, carbine, sorry. Yeah,
so he's got the carbine on the go there.
Yeah.
I've seen quite a few people switch out to the scout class towards the end of a round. If you feel like you're in a position where you're going to win, which the Spanish currently are, a lot of people are swapping over and using it so that they can defend points further away.
Yeah, the thing is that Laszlo was playing with the sniper at the beginning, so that was one of the class that apparently I think it's quite a good choice to play with the sniper on those kind of map, because you got more of long range, distance fight, and not like Argon Forest where you only have close quarter and sometimes medium long range. So yeah, on this situation, it's probably a good idea to play with the sniper.
Yeah, there's a lot of open ground for you to push into. So if you can clear that ground before you step outside, it's to your advantage, really.
Yeah.
See, the Spanish, they're trying to find little head glitches there so they can protect the advantage whilst they've got it. So the Portuguese will push one direction, but
yeah, you should have a look on it.
So to the left-hand side of the screen, he's stood there. He's now switched over to medic, and he's picking people off from the side, so stopping them advancing towards the target.
And nobody noticed him, man. Like, he already killed probably 4 or 5 of them, and nobody noticed him at the moment.
No, he's quite happy sitting up on that hill. It looks like someone's pushing towards him now. Yeah, they've spotted him.
Yeah, finally.
Two guys going to push him together there.
Yeah, he did a good job.
Yeah, he's taken people away from the point, so having to draw 2 people out there is well worth it. And now the Spanish push towards the MCOMs, so this could end right here and now.
Wow. So it is 8-3, right, for Spain, and now they're going for the MCOM, as you said. Yeah, 8-3.
For the people who aren't aware, for the first MCOM that's destroyed, you'll gain another 2 points. So if a Spanish player pushed the Bravo point now, they would get themselves 2 points. And then if they pushed a further one and got the Apples point as well, they'd get an additional 3 points. So there's a 5-point total available here for taking both MCOMs. It looks like Spain have already got a big enough advantage to take this match, though, with only 8 minutes to go.
Yeah.
But it'd be nice to have it'd be nice to see him push and take hold of this point. See the smoke down on Bravo, and we've got a man pushing. ACR is pushing towards Alphals.
Ooh.
Dynamite there.
The dynamite, but he got killed. He got his enemy got killed by the dynamite, but at the same moment,
Oh, they've done a kill trade with a limpet and a dynamite. Crazy.
He managed to throw the limpet before he died, and boom, he got killed by him.
Nice. Well, they've set the trap on Apples now. The Spanish have planted the bomb, and they're just going to sit and protect you. You can see Drama and Martek trying to protect it here. Chuffer over the top.
Alpha and Bravo.
They've armed Bravo. They've armed both.
Yeah.
It looks like Portugal are going to disarm 1 point, but at the same time, Spain have armed Bravos, and now they're pushing Apples at the same time.
Yeah.
Another limpet kill in there. Wanma taken down by Chupper.
Yeah, the moment smell pretty good for Spain. Sorry.
Yeah, definitely. They've got the numbers. Bravo's about to explode, and they're making a big old push on Apples.
Exactly. They got some tickets left, and the artillery is hurting. Hopefully, did not get killed by it.
Taken there in the middle.
Exactly. The tags are always
so that Bravo point's gone, and Apples is armed. The Portuguese, there's no way of coming back from this. The Spanish are setting up defensive positions around the last point, and it's a matter of seconds until the end of the game.
They're locked out. Now, I think that's pretty done. So 10-3 and probably 13 right now. If they manage to get the last one, but it will probably be gone. Yeah, there you go.
There it goes. Boom. Victory for the Spanish. Well done, guys. 8-point victory.
So 13 against only 3 points for Portugal.
Yeah, comprehensive in the end for Spain. They seem to work really, really well on their defensive attack. It sounds strange, defensive attack, but they're taking a point, pushing it hard, finding good defensive positions, and then holding them really well. So the way that they've played that, it looks like they've practiced a lot on ballroom blitz. They know all the points where they need to be hiding. Let's see how they do on another map, though, and let's see how they play somewhere else before we judge. Looking at the kills here, really quite low in some cases compared to the last round. The highest one we've got there is Laszlo, who is playing as Scout Medic, 33 there. Quite low in some cases. We've got Raphael on 8 and 3, mostly in the teens. There doesn't seem to be any serious standout players in that. You can notice, though, if we look at the Portuguese team, they've got more deaths than kills.
Yeah.
And that showed. It really showed in the way that the match went in the end.
Yeah, that's probably it. And
sorry, could you say that again? No one's better than Spain. No. Right, no one bet their battle points on Spain. So essentially, because you didn't bet on Spain, you don't get any battle points. So coins come back to us, I believe. Is that how it works now? We get our coins back? Or does the house always win as normal? Right, so tonight we have got another game to come for you. So what is the next game, Ticket?
Next game will be UK against Portugal. So the same team that we got here. Probably some changes if some guys need to go to bed or, whatever. But obviously it will be the Portugal team that we've seen against UK on Argonne Forest.
Nice. Argonne Forest is a good stomping ground for the UK team. They seem to do very well whenever they are in there. So that'll be really interesting. What time is that coming up for us tonight?
It is 20. So in 10 minutes. So 20 o'clock GMT.
Right on. Awesome. So we'll have a short break and we will be back soon, guys. But there we have it. Spain take the victory over Portugal. Let's see who can become the victor between Portugal and the United Kingdom in 10 minutes. Cheers, guys.
Again, floating through the silence in my cold skin. My body is wearing thin. My fears tell me I'll never win. My body is wearing thin. And there's darkness here. The whole world I feel. In my room I seem to drown. Take me down. I won't let them take me down. I won't let them take me down, down, floating through the silence in my cold skin. My body is wearing thin. And there's darkness here. The whole world I fear. In my room I seem to drown. But I won't let them take me down. I won't let them take me down. I won't let them take me down, down, down. I won't let them take me down. I won't let them take me down.
Hello, I'm back. It's Shuffs, and welcome back to the BFNations PT8 Frontlines trial tournament. It's the mouthful, I know, but I'm here. My name is Shuffs, and I am joined by the one and the only tehking tonight. Say hello, tehking.
Hello, everybody, and yeah, as you said, still here for the second match of this Saturday night.
What a glorious Saturday night it is.
Indeed.
Tonight's second game of the evening is against the Portuguese team we've just seen. Not aware if there's any subs coming in, so it might be the exact same lineup that we've just seen. Get beaten by Spain. They are playing against the United Kingdom, who are very, very, very strong on Argon Forest, as we've previously seen. I imagine
they
there will
are.
be a competition between a few of them to see how many hatchet kills / other melee weapon kills they can get, as that seems to be their forte in the forest. But yeah, the format for this, as we have a final tomorrow, and we had 3 teams eligible to go to the final, and that was Spain, Portugal, or the United Kingdom. They've currently played games against each other so far, and this is the last one to take place so far. As it stands, Spain and the UK have won a match. Portugal haven't. So Portugal, in order to progress to the final, to prevent it being Spain versus the UK, need a victory here greater than the amount of points that the UK and Spain have amassed so far. So if Portugal were to go out straight away, absolutely walk over the UK and get a 15-0 victory, they'd be straight in the final. The UK, however, can push their points up as they go. So say the UK get 3 and Portugal get 15. Portugal still go out because the UK's number is then pushed up to 17. It might sound really complicated, but we'll update you as you go, so you're not left in the lurch. But both teams have something to play for here. The UK can't just roll over, because if they do, the Portuguese will take their place in the final. The Spanish can't do anything now. They've amassed their total of points. They've played their games and currently sit in the final alongside the UK. The only person that can change this now is Portugal, and Portugal really need to push hard from the start to get there. Do you think they'll be able to do this in the forest against the United Kingdom?
I mean, you know, we never know what they can do. We know that UK is very, very powerful on this map, but you never know what can happen. So yeah, I've seen it. All stars playing for the UK, right?
Yeah, we've got a commentator amongst the UK's ranks.
Yeah, what a great surprise, I'll say. But yeah, like they can do it, but they will have a hard job to do if they want to push hard and just destroy the handcoms and those kind of things.
Yeah, they need to seriously pull their finger out with Portugal, and they can't sit back like they did in the last map. They need to spread out. Yeah. They need to push hard. And the UK know this map like the back of their hands. They've played some serious games on it. We saw the game against the Netherlands the other week. That was just an epic war. Came down to the last flag to take it, and they just know everywhere on the map. There's little places you can hide to spawn to get an advantage, and they seem to know what they're doing really, really well. I'm going to draw your attention away from tonight's match currently, and I want you all to head over to BFNations.com. And if you have a look, there's just been an announcement put out. I alluded to it slightly in the first match, but we are announcing our clan competitions. So if you want to head over to BFNations.com, if you're part of a clan, have a look, have a read, see if it takes your fancy, and sign up.
Indeed, that's what you need to do.
There is a lot coming from Battlefield Nations, and the next step will be having clans involved. I don't want to tell you all the plans. I want you to go over and have a look for yourself. Make sure you read it. But yeah, having clans on board in BF Nations is massive, and I'm so excited to see the best players join together in their little teams and have a league. It's going to be so exciting.
Yeah, it will be indeed. But so, we got some follow when we're off. So we got Raf, Atrik, and Juanma 8 PM. Thank you all 3 for the follow, for following BF Nation on Twitch, which is, obviously, everybody knows it, the best streaming platform on Battlefield 1 at the moment.
Yeah, so thank you guys for your support as we continue to grow. we are waiting for the Portuguese team to join at the minute. We've got the whole of the UK team in. They're just currently running around, killing each other, practicing their moves, making sure they know all the spots. Portugal, I imagine, are sitting back and having a team talk, making sure they know how to go into this in the right mindset, talking over tactics, making sure that every single one of them knows where to be at what time and who they're supporting. It makes a big difference what class you play in the forest, obviously. We saw a lot of medics running before, because there's quite a few good lines of sights and you can stay within them. The weapons within the medics class work quite nicely, whereas quite a few people were struggling with any other class. And if we look over at the UK team at the minute, I don't know if you guys can see it, but they've currently got a scout, an assault, 2 medics, just in one squad alone. So they've got a nice composition, mixing it up, finding out where to go. With a scout, you can obviously pick people off from a distance, which if an assault player is running at you and you've got a scout rifle from a distance, you've got an advantage immediately. But then again, if you pick that and you're stuck with your Thermostop against the Hell Regal, you've not got much chance, really.
Yeah, that's the main problem. But if you got the right line, as you said, you can probably do the difference against an assault player. For example, on the bridge, on Charlie, and also if they passed in the side of it.
Yeah.
So there is quite a lot. You guys. Hang on 2 seconds. If you want to carry on chatting for a second.
Yeah, sure. I'll do it. So as you can see, at the moment, none of the Portuguese player in, which I don't really know what they are doing. And Arthur killed Tyler playing with right now with the Gewehr. Yeah, exactly, the Gewehr sniper. I don't know if it's a bit.
We're just having a few issues with sorting a Portuguese team out. We're just going to try and resolve this, and we'll get back to you. So we're going to take a quick few minutes, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. So stay with us, guys, and we'll let you know what's going on.
All right.
Welcome back to BFNations PT8 trial tournament. Apologies, guys. We've just had a bit of a chat with the Portuguese team, and they are not going to be playing this match against the UK. So they are forfeiting, meaning that tomorrow the final will be between the United Kingdom and Spain. Sorry, there's no match. There's literally nothing we could do. The Portuguese team have literally just come up and said, we don't have enough players. I don't know where they've disappeared to in 10 minutes, but that's none of my business, really. So thank you very much for tuning in today. 1900 tomorrow, and we have the United Kingdom facing off against Spain in the final. So GMT, obviously, sorry, I keep missing that bit. So 1900 GMT, United Kingdom against Spain. Please feel free to join us if you can. If you can't,
Yeah,
I don't see
exactly.
good enough.
Your two boys will be Baby1 Mountain and All-Star Prank 99.
Yeah, so All-Star was due to be playing tonight. He's missed his game, and now he's back to commentating tomorrow. So, yeah, so really sorry we've not been able to bring you a game tonight, but I look forward to tomorrow. So I hope you can all join us tomorrow, and have a good Saturday evening, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Have a good Saturday, all of you.